In today's video, we delve into the profound topic of handling rejection through the power of silence. Rejection is an experience that everyone encounters at some point in their lives, whether in personal relationships, professional endeavors, or creative pursuits. It can often leave us feeling vulnerable, hurt, and uncertain about our worth. However, what if we told you that silence could be a powerful tool in navigating these challenging moments? Embracing silence in response to rejection allows us to create a space for reflection and healing, rather than reacting impulsively or defensively. This approach not only helps us process our emotions, but also empowers us to regain control over our responses. By choosing silence, we can transform our initial feelings of rejection into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Throughout this video, we will explore the importance of silence as a response to rejection, emphasizing its role in fostering resilience and emotional intelligence. We aim to set an insightful and empowering tone, encouraging you to view silence not as a void, but as a rich, fertile ground for personal development. Silence can serve as a protective barrier, shielding us from the noise of external judgments and allowing us to connect with our inner selves. It provides a moment to pause, breathe, and reflect on our experiences without the pressure to react immediately. This intentional pause can lead to deeper understanding and clarity about our feelings and the situation at hand. Moreover, embracing silence can enhance our communication skills. When we choose to respond with silence, we often create an opportunity for others to express themselves more fully. This can lead to more meaningful conversations and a greater understanding of different perspectives. In a world that often values constant chatter and immediate responses, the ability to remain silent in the face of rejection can be a powerful statement of self-awareness and confidence. It shows that we are not defined by others' opinions or decisions. Instead, we are capable of processing our emotions in a healthy and constructive manner. As we navigate through this video, we will highlight the numerous benefits of embracing silence. From fostering emotional resilience to enhancing our relationships, silence can be a transformative practice. We will share practical tips on how to incorporate moments of silence into your life, especially during times of rejection. By doing so, you can cultivate a sense of inner peace and strength that will serve you well in all areas of life. So whether you are dealing with a recent rejection or simply seeking to strengthen your emotional toolkit, this video is designed for you. Join us as we explore the empowering journey of handling rejection through silence and discover how this often overlooked response can lead to profound personal growth and resilience. Together, we will learn to embrace silence as a powerful ally, transforming rejection into a stepping stone toward a more empowered and self-aware version of ourselves. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment and unlock the potential that lies within the silence. Rejection is a universal experience that can trigger a range of natural emotional responses. When faced with rejection, many individuals often feel a surge of frustration, disappointment, and self-doubt. These feelings can be overwhelming, leading us to question our worth and capabilities. It's common to experience a sense of loss, as if something valuable has been taken away from us. This emotional turmoil can manifest in various ways, including sadness, anger, or even anxiety. The instinctive reactions to rejection can be powerful, often compelling us to respond in ways that may not serve our best interests. One of the most common reactions to rejection is the urge to justify ourselves. When we feel rejected, we may instinctively want to explain our side of the story, hoping to change the other person's perception or decision. This desire to defend ourselves can stem from a deep-seated need for validation and acceptance. We might find ourselves replaying the situation in our minds, searching for reasons why we were rejected and trying to articulate our worthiness. This can lead to a cycle of rumination, where we become trapped in our thoughts, further exacerbating feelings of inadequacy. In addition to the urge to justify ourselves, there is often a strong instinct to lash out. When we feel hurt, it can be tempting to respond with anger or resentment, either towards the person who rejected us or even towards ourselves. This reaction is a natural defense mechanism, a way to protect our ego from the pain of rejection. However, lashing out rarely leads to constructive outcomes. Instead, it can damage relationships and create further isolation, leaving us feeling even more rejected and misunderstood. In the midst of these emotional responses, it's essential to recognize that there is a powerful alternative: choosing silence. While our instinct may be to react immediately, embracing silence can provide a much-needed pause. This pause allows us to step back from the emotional whirlwind and gain perspective on the situation. Instead of reacting impulsively, silence offers us the opportunity to reflect on our feelings and the reasons behind the rejection. It creates space for introspection, enabling us to process our emotions without the pressure to respond in the heat of the moment. Choosing silence does not mean suppressing our feelings. Rather, it is about acknowledging them and allowing ourselves the time to heal. In this silence, we can explore our thoughts and feelings more deeply, gaining insights that may not be accessible in a reactive state. This practice can lead to greater emotional resilience as we learn to navigate rejection with a sense of calm and clarity. Moreover, silence can serve as a powerful tool for communication. By choosing not to react immediately, we open the door for more thoughtful and meaningful conversations later on. This approach can foster understanding and connection, allowing us to express our feelings in a way that is constructive rather than destructive. In conclusion, while the natural reactions to rejection can be intense and challenging, it's crucial to recognize the value of choosing silence as a response. By embracing this powerful alternative, we can transform our experience of rejection into an opportunity for growth and self-discovery, ultimately leading to a more empowered and resilient self. Sarah's experience with rejection was a profound emotional journey that many can relate to. After pouring her heart and soul into a project she was passionate about, she received a rejection letter that felt like a punch to the gut. The initial wave of emotions hit her hard. Frustration, disappointment, and a deep sense of self-doubt flooded her mind. She questioned her abilities and wondered if she had misjudged her talent or the quality of her work. The rejection felt personal, as if it was a reflection of her worth rather than just a decision about her project. In the days that followed, Sarah found herself trapped in a cycle of negative thoughts. She replayed the moments leading up to the rejection, analyzing every detail and searching for clues that might explain why she had been turned away. This rumination only deepened her feelings of inadequacy, making it difficult for her to focus on anything else. Friends and family reached out, offering words of encouragement, but Sarah struggled to absorb their support. Instead, she felt isolated in her pain, convinced that no one could truly understand what she was going through. Amidst this emotional turmoil, Sarah decided to take a step back and embrace silence. Rather than reacting impulsively or seeking immediate validation from others, she chose to spend time alone, allowing herself the space to process her feelings. This decision was not easy. The urge to justify herself or lash out was strong. However, she recognized that responding in anger or frustration would only prolong her suffering. Instead, she turned to journaling and meditation, using these practices to explore her emotions without judgment. As Sarah sat in silence, she began to untangle the complex web of feelings that had taken hold of her. She wrote about her disappointment, her fears, and her hopes for the future. This act of reflection allowed her to confront her emotions head-on, rather than burying them beneath a facade of strength. Slowly, she started to regain her composure. The silence became a sanctuary where she could acknowledge her pain without feeling overwhelmed by it. Over time, this period of introspection led to a significant turning point in Sarah's perspective on rejection. She began to see it not as a definitive end, but as a part of her journey, a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. The silence had given her the clarity to understand that rejection is often a reflection of circumstances beyond her control, rather than a judgment of her worth. She realized that every successful person has faced rejection at some point, and it is through these experiences that growth occurs. This newfound perspective empowered Sarah to approach her work with renewed vigor. Instead of viewing rejection as a failure, she began to see it as an opportunity for learning and improvement. She started to embrace feedback, using it to refine her skills and enhance her future projects. The silence that once felt like a void transformed into a source of strength, allowing her to emerge more resilient and self-assured. In sharing her experience, Sarah hopes to inspire others to recognize the power of silence in the face of rejection. By choosing to pause and reflect, we can turn our pain into growth, ultimately leading us to a more empowered and fulfilling path. Silence can be an incredibly powerful tool for personal growth, particularly in the face of rejection. When we encounter rejection, whether in our personal lives, careers, or creative endeavors, our initial emotional responses can be overwhelming. Feelings of frustration, sadness, and self-doubt often arise, making it challenging to think clearly or respond constructively. This is where the importance of reflection and self-control becomes paramount. By choosing silence, we create a space for introspection, allowing ourselves to process our emotions without the immediate pressure to react. Reflection is a crucial component of personal growth. It enables us to step back from our experiences and examine them from a distance. In moments of silence, we can ask ourselves important questions. What did I learn from this experience? How can I grow from it? What aspects of my response were constructive, and what could I improve upon? This reflective practice fosters self-awareness, helping us to understand our emotional triggers and responses better. By taking the time to reflect, we can transform rejection from a painful experience into a valuable lesson that contributes to our personal development. Moreover, silence allows for emotional processing and clarity. When we are silent, we give ourselves the opportunity to feel our emotions fully without judgment. This emotional processing is essential for healing. It prevents us from bottling up our feelings, which can lead to resentment or further emotional turmoil. In the quiet moments, we can acknowledge our pain, frustration, or disappointment, allowing these feelings to surface and dissipate naturally. This process not only helps us to cope with rejection, but also equips us with the emotional resilience needed to face future challenges. Connecting the concept of silence to Stoic philosophy further enriches our understanding of its role in personal growth. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-control and the acceptance of things we cannot change. The Stoics believed that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. Silence embodies this principle. By choosing to remain silent in the face of rejection, we exercise self-control over our immediate reactions. Instead of allowing our emotions to dictate our responses, we take a step back, reflecting on the situation with a clear mind. This Stoic approach encourages us to view rejection as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback. The Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on our internal state rather than external circumstances. By embracing silence, we align ourselves with this philosophy, recognizing that our worth is not determined by others' opinions or decisions. Instead, we cultivate a sense of inner strength and resilience that empowers us to move forward with confidence. Incorporating silence into our lives can lead to profound personal development. It encourages us to slow down, reflect, and process our emotions, ultimately fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves. By embracing silence, we not only enhance our emotional intelligence, but also develop the self-control necessary to navigate life's challenges with grace. As we learn to respond to rejection with reflection and clarity, we transform our experiences into stepping stones for growth, paving the way for a more empowered and fulfilling life. In this way, silence becomes not just a tool for coping, but a catalyst for personal transformation, guiding us toward a more resilient and self-aware version of ourselves. In a world that often emphasizes external validation, many individuals find themselves tying their self-worth to the opinions and judgments of others. Whether it's through social media likes, professional accolades, or personal relationships, the desire for approval can become a driving force in our lives. This tendency to seek validation from external sources can lead to a fragile sense of self-worth, one that fluctuates based on the reactions of others. When faced with rejection, this connection to external validation can be particularly damaging, leaving us feeling inadequate and questioning our value. However, silence offers a powerful antidote to this reliance on external approval. By embracing moments of silence, we create an opportunity for internal validation, a crucial aspect of recognizing and affirming our self-worth. In the stillness, we can turn our attention inward, allowing ourselves to reflect on our strengths, values, and accomplishments without the noise of outside opinions. This internal dialogue fosters a deeper understanding of who we are, independent of how others perceive us. When we take the time to sit in silence, we can confront our thoughts and feelings honestly. It is in these quiet moments that we can ask ourselves important questions. What do I truly value about myself? What are my unique strengths and talents? How have I grown from my experiences, including rejection? By engaging in this reflective practice, we begin to cultivate a sense of self-worth that is rooted in our own beliefs and experiences, rather than the fleeting approval of others. Internal validation is essential for building a resilient sense of self-worth. When we learn to appreciate ourselves for who we are, rather than how we are perceived, we create a solid foundation that can withstand the ups and downs of life. Silence allows us to connect with our inner selves, fostering a sense of acceptance and self-love that is not contingent on external factors. This internal validation empowers us to navigate rejection with grace, as we recognize that our worth is inherent and not defined by others' opinions. Encouraging viewers to reflect on their true value, independent of rejection, is a vital aspect of this journey. It's important to remind ourselves that rejection is not a reflection of our worth, but rather a part of the human experience. Everyone faces rejection at some point, and it does not diminish our value as individuals. By taking the time to reflect in silence, we can shift our perspective on rejection, viewing it as an opportunity for growth rather than a definitive judgment of our abilities. As we encourage this reflection, we can also invite viewers to celebrate their achievements, no matter how small. Acknowledging our successes, strengths, and the qualities that make us unique can help reinforce our self-worth. Silence provides the space to recognize these aspects of ourselves, allowing us to internalize our value and build a more resilient sense of self. In conclusion, silence serves as a powerful tool for recognizing and affirming our self-worth. By moving away from the tendency to seek external validation and embracing internal validation through moments of reflection, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of our true value. Encouraging viewers to engage in this practice can lead to a more empowered and resilient sense of self, enabling them to navigate rejection and life's challenges with confidence and grace. Ultimately, silence becomes a sanctuary for self-discovery, helping us to realize that our worth is inherent and unwavering, regardless of external circumstances. The power of absence and silence in response to rejection is often underestimated, yet it can serve as a profound statement of strength and self-respect. When faced with rejection, our instinct may be to react defensively, seeking to justify ourselves or to confront those who have turned us away. However, choosing silence instead can convey a powerful message about our self-worth and dignity. By opting for silence, we demonstrate that we value ourselves enough to refrain from engaging in behaviors that may undermine our integrity or self-respect. Silence can be a form of strength, It communicates that we are not willing to engage in a dialogue that diminishes our worth or leads to further conflict. When we choose not to respond immediately to rejection, we assert our self-respect by refusing to allow others' opinions to dictate our emotional state. This absence of reaction can be particularly impactful. It shows that we are not desperate for validation or approval. Instead, we are confident in our own value, which can often leave a lasting impression on those around us. Moreover, the decision to remain silent can help us avoid defensive behavior that may arise from feelings of hurt or anger. When we react impulsively, we risk saying things we might later regret or engaging in arguments that serve no constructive purpose. Silence allows us to step back from the emotional turmoil and gain clarity about our feelings and the situation at hand. This pause can prevent us from falling into a cycle of negativity, where we might lash out or seek to defend ourselves in ways that ultimately harm our relationships or reputations. Choosing silence in the face of rejection also emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining our emotional well-being, and silence can be a powerful tool in establishing them. When we encounter rejection, it can be tempting to engage in discussions that may lead to further hurt or misunderstanding. By choosing not to engage, we signal to others that we're not willing to compromise our boundaries or allow ourselves to be drawn into unhealthy dynamics. This act of setting boundaries through silence reinforces our self-respect and communicates that we prioritize our emotional health. In addition, silence can create space for reflection and healing. When we step back from the situation, we allow ourselves the opportunity to process our emotions without the noise of external opinions or pressures. This absence can lead to greater self-awareness, helping us to understand our feelings and responses more deeply. By taking the time to reflect in silence, we can emerge from the experience with a clearer perspective and a stronger sense of self. Ultimately, the power of absence and silence in response to rejection lies in its ability to convey strength, self-respect, and the importance of boundaries. By choosing silence, we assert our worth and demonstrate that we will not engage in behaviors that undermine our integrity. This approach not only protects our emotional well-being, but also fosters personal growth and resilience. As we learn to navigate rejection with grace and composure, we empower ourselves to embrace our true value, independent of others' opinions. In this way, silence becomes not just a response to rejection, but a powerful affirmation of our self-worth and a catalyst for personal transformation. In today's fast-paced world, the overwhelming nature of external noise and distractions can often feel suffocating. From the constant barrage of notifications on our devices to the relentless chatter of daily life, it can be challenging to find moments of peace. This cacophony can lead to heightened stress levels, anxiety, and a sense of disconnection from ourselves. Amidst this chaos, silence emerges as a powerful antidote, offering a sanctuary where we can retreat and reconnect with our inner selves. The importance of creating a safe space for emotional well-being cannot be overstated. In a society that often prioritizes busyness and constant engagement, finding a quiet refuge becomes essential for maintaining our mental health. Silence allows us to step away from the demands of the outside world, providing a much-needed break from the incessant noise that can cloud our thoughts and emotions. This safe space can take many forms, whether it's a quiet room in our home, a peaceful spot in nature, or even a few moments of solitude during a hectic day. By intentionally carving out this time for silence, we create an environment conducive to reflection and healing. When we embrace silence, we open the door to cultivating tranquility and mental clarity. In the absence of external distractions, we can turn our attention inward, allowing our thoughts and feelings to surface without judgment. This process of introspection is vital for emotional well-being, as it enables us to confront our inner turmoil and gain insights into our experiences. Silence provides the opportunity to process our emotions, helping us to understand what we truly feel and need. This clarity can lead to better decision-making and a more profound sense of self-awareness. Moreover, silence fosters a sense of tranquility that can be deeply restorative. In moments of quiet, we can engage in practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or simply being present with our thoughts. These practices help to calm the mind and body, reducing stress and promoting relaxation. As we cultivate this inner peace, we become more resilient in the face of external chaos. The tranquility we find in silence acts as a buffer against the noise of the world, allowing us to navigate challenges with greater ease and composure. Additionally, silence can enhance our creativity and problem-solving abilities. When we remove the distractions that often cloud our thinking, we create space for new ideas and perspectives to emerge. This mental clarity can lead to innovative solutions and a deeper understanding of our goals and aspirations. By embracing silence, we tap into our innate creativity, allowing our minds to wander and explore possibilities that may have been overlooked amidst the noise. In conclusion, silence serves as a powerful tool for finding inner peace amidst chaos. By recognizing the overwhelming nature of external noise and distractions, we can prioritize creating safe spaces for our emotional well-being. In these moments of silence, we cultivate tranquility and mental clarity, enabling us to process our emotions and gain insights into our true selves. As we embrace the power of silence, we empower ourselves to navigate the complexities of life with greater resilience and grace. Ultimately, silence becomes not just a refuge from chaos, but a pathway to deeper self-discovery and lasting inner peace. Encouraging viewers to use silence for reflection and personal growth is essential, especially after experiencing rejection. Rejection can be a painful and disheartening experience, often leaving us feeling vulnerable and questioning our worth. However, it is crucial to recognize that these moments can also serve as powerful catalysts for growth and self-discovery. By taking the time to evaluate our experiences in silence, we can transform rejection into an opportunity for improvement and personal development. The importance of evaluating experiences after rejection cannot be overstated. When we face rejection, our initial emotional responses can cloud our judgment and prevent us from seeing the situation clearly. In the heat of the moment, we may feel overwhelmed by feelings of disappointment, frustration, or self-doubt. This is where silence becomes invaluable. By stepping back and allowing ourselves the space to reflect, we can gain a clearer perspective on what transpired. This evaluation process enables us to identify the factors that contributed to the rejection, whether they were within our control or not. Silence provides the perfect backdrop for this introspection. In moments of quiet, we can delve into our thoughts and feelings without the distractions of the outside world. This reflective practice allows us to ask ourselves important questions. What did I learn from this experience? How can I use this feedback to improve? What strengths can I build upon moving forward? By engaging in this self-reflection, we can uncover valuable insights and lessons that may not have been apparent in the midst of our emotional turmoil. Moreover, silence can lead to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our aspirations. When we take the time to reflect, we can connect with our core values and goals, helping us to realign our efforts with what truly matters to us. This clarity can be transformative, guiding us toward paths that resonate more deeply with our authentic selves. In this way, silence becomes a powerful tool for personal growth, allowing us to emerge from rejection with renewed purpose and direction. Encouraging viewers to view rejection as an opportunity for improvement is a vital aspect of this journey. It's essential to shift our perspective on rejection from one of defeat to one of potential. Every rejection carries with it the seeds of growth. It can highlight areas where we can improve, refine our skills, or reassess our goals. By embracing this mindset, we can transform our experiences into stepping stones towards success. Rejection is not a reflection of our worth, but rather a part of the learning process. Many successful individuals have faced rejection numerous times before achieving their goals. By using silence as a space for reflection, we can learn to embrace rejection as a natural and necessary part of our journey. This shift in perspective empowers us to take risks, pursue our passions, and ultimately grow into the best versions of ourselves. In conclusion, silence is a powerful ally in the process of reflection and personal growth, especially after experiencing rejection. By evaluating our experiences in moments of quiet, we can gain valuable insights and lessons that propel us forward. Encouraging viewers to embrace silence as a tool for introspection will help them view rejection not as a setback, but as an opportunity for improvement. Ultimately, this practice fosters resilience, self-awareness, and a deeper understanding of our true potential, guiding us toward a more fulfilling and empowered life. Silence serves as a powerful teacher of self-control, particularly in the realm of emotional responses. When faced with rejection, our initial reactions can often be driven by raw emotions. Feelings of hurt, anger, or disappointment can cloud our judgment and lead to impulsive behaviors. This is where the importance of emotional discipline comes into play. Developing the ability to manage our emotions effectively is crucial for navigating the complexities of life, especially when dealing with rejection. By embracing silence, we create a space that fosters emotional discipline, allowing us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Emotional discipline is essential for maintaining our well-being and fostering healthy relationships. When we encounter rejection, the instinctive urge to lash out or defend ourselves can be strong. However, these impulsive reactions often lead to regret and further complications. By choosing silence in these moments, we give ourselves the opportunity to pause and reflect before responding. This pause is not merely an absence of words, it is a conscious decision to prioritize our emotional health and the quality of our interactions. In silence, we can process our feelings, assess the situation, and determine the most constructive way to respond. Silence allows us to step back from the emotional whirlwind and gain clarity. Instead of being swept away by our immediate feelings, we can take the time to understand what we are experiencing. This reflective practice helps us to identify the underlying emotions driving our reactions, whether it be fear of inadequacy, frustration, or sadness. By acknowledging these feelings without judgment, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and our emotional triggers. This self-awareness is a vital component of emotional discipline, enabling us to respond to rejection with composure and grace. Moreover, the ability to exercise self-control in our emotional responses is closely connected to personal growth and resilience. When we learn to manage our emotions effectively, we build a foundation of resilience that empowers us to face challenges with confidence. Each time we choose silence over impulsive reactions, we reinforce our capacity for self-control, gradually transforming our emotional responses into thoughtful actions. This process not only enhances our emotional intelligence, but also strengthens our ability to cope with adversity. As we cultivate self-control through silence, we begin to see rejection not as a personal failure, but as an opportunity for growth. This shift in perspective allows us to approach rejection with a sense of curiosity rather than defensiveness. Instead of reacting with anger or self-doubt, we can ask ourselves what we can learn from the experience. This mindset fosters resilience as we become more adaptable and open to feedback. By embracing silence, we create a space for personal growth, allowing us to emerge from rejection stronger and more self-aware. In conclusion, silence is a powerful tool for teaching self-control in our emotional responses. By prioritizing emotional discipline, we can navigate the challenges of rejection with greater ease and composure. Silence provides the opportunity for thoughtful reflection, enabling us to respond rather than react impulsively. This practice not only enhances our emotional intelligence, but also contributes to our personal growth and resilience. As we learn to manage our emotions effectively, we empower ourselves to face life's challenges with confidence, transforming rejection into a stepping stone toward a more fulfilling and resilient existence. Silence can be a profound expression of dignity and self-respect, particularly in moments of rejection or conflict. When faced with criticism or denial, our instinct may be to respond defensively, seeking to justify our actions or defend our worth. However, choosing silence over defensiveness can be a powerful statement of self-control and inner strength. This choice reflects not only our ability to manage our emotions, but also our commitment to maintaining our dignity in challenging situations. The power of choosing silence lies in its ability to convey strength without the need for words. When we refrain from reacting impulsively, we assert our self-worth and demonstrate that we are not easily swayed by external opinions. In moments of rejection, silence can serve as a protective barrier, allowing us to process our feelings without engaging in a potentially harmful exchange. By choosing to remain silent, we communicate that we value ourselves enough to avoid unnecessary conflict and drama. This decision can often leave a lasting impression on others, showcasing our confidence and self-respect. Moreover, silence reflects a deep sense of self-worth. When we choose not to engage in defensive behavior, we signal to ourselves and others that we are secure in our identity and do not need validation from external sources. This self-assuredness is a hallmark of true confidence. It allows us to stand firm in our beliefs and values without feeling the need to prove ourselves to others. In this way, silence becomes a powerful affirmation of our worth, reinforcing the idea that we are deserving of respect and dignity, regardless of others' opinions or actions. Encouraging viewers to uphold their dignity in the face of rejection is essential. Rejection can often feel personal, leading us to question our abilities and worth. However, it is crucial to remember that rejection is not a reflection of our value as individuals. By choosing silence, we can maintain our dignity and resist the urge to internalize negative feedback. Instead of allowing rejection to define us, we can use it as an opportunity for growth and self-reflection. This approach empowers us to rise above the situation, reinforcing our self-respect and commitment to our personal values. In moments of silence, we can also engage in self-reflection, allowing ourselves to process our emotions and gain clarity about our experiences. This reflective practice helps us to understand our feelings and responses better, enabling us to approach future challenges with a renewed sense of purpose. By upholding our dignity through silence, we create a space for healing and personal growth, transforming rejection into a stepping stone toward greater self-awareness. Ultimately, silence serves as a powerful tool for asserting dignity and self-respect. By choosing to remain silent in the face of rejection, we demonstrate our strength and confidence, reinforcing our self-worth. This practice not only protects our emotional well-being, but also fosters resilience, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. As we encourage viewers to embrace silence as a means of upholding their dignity, we empower them to recognize their inherent value and navigate rejection with a sense of pride and self-assurance. In doing so, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and our worth, transforming rejection into an opportunity for growth and empowerment. In this video, we have explored the profound significance of silence as a response to rejection, highlighting its transformative power in our emotional lives. Throughout our discussion, we emphasize that silence is not merely the absence of sound. It is a deliberate choice that can convey strength, dignity, and self-respect. When faced with rejection, the instinct to react defensively can be overwhelming. But choosing silence allows us to step back, process our emotions, and respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. This practice not only protects our emotional well-being, but also reinforces our self-worth, demonstrating that we value ourselves enough to avoid unnecessary conflict. We also discussed how silence serves as a powerful tool for personal growth and self-reflection. In moments of quiet, we create the space needed to evaluate our experiences, gain clarity, and uncover valuable insights. This reflective practice enables us to understand our feelings and responses better, transforming rejection from a painful experience into an opportunity for learning and improvement. By embracing silence, we can cultivate emotional discipline, allowing us to navigate future challenges with greater resilience and confidence. Moreover, we highlighted the importance of viewing rejection as a natural part of life rather than a definitive judgment of our worth. Each rejection carries with it the potential for growth, encouraging us to reassess our goals and aspirations. By choosing silence, we empower ourselves to rise above the situation, maintaining our dignity and self-respect. This shift in perspective fosters a deeper understanding of our true value, independent of external validation. As we conclude this video, we encourage you to embrace silence as a powerful ally in your journey of personal growth and self-discovery. By incorporating moments of quiet reflection into your life, you can enhance your emotional intelligence, build resilience, and cultivate a stronger sense of self-worth. Remember, silence is not a sign of weakness. It is a testament to your strength and confidence. If you found this video insightful and valuable, we invite you to subscribe to our channel for more content that explores personal development, emotional well-being, and the power of silence. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on our latest videos and gain access to a wealth of knowledge designed to empower you on your journey. Additionally, please take a moment to like this video and share it with friends or family who may benefit from these insights. Together, we can create a community that values reflection, growth, and the transformative power of silence. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of silence and its role in handling rejection. We hope you feel inspired to incorporate these practices into your life, allowing silence to guide you toward greater self-awareness and emotional resilience. Remember, every moment of silence is an opportunity for reflection, growth, and empowerment. Embrace it and watch as it transforms your experiences and relationships for the better. We look forward to seeing you in our next video, where we will continue to explore the themes of personal growth and emotional well-being. Until then, take care and cherish the power of silence in your life.